I found this picture going through some of my aunt's stuff, and I'm fairly certain I know who these people are, and they were dear to me, at least two of them, and really, I mean, their son too, even though he was kind of a distant person. I think this is Junior and Margie Steelman, and they live down the road from my aunt's house at a farm, and the farmhouse burned down after they had sold it. Um, I don't know. That's a dubious thing to some degree, but who knows? It was a marvelous old house, and I think it was. I think it was basically like the old Steelman, homestead. And I say Junior and Margie, who's Junior, who his father was William Hickey Steelman, and he was a marshal in Bearden and was shot down in the streets. Actually, it's an interesting story, and I'm sure you can find it if you're interested in it. I knew his sons and daughters, mostly his sons. I did not know him though, but Junior lived his life being called Junior. I mean, died. I suspect if I found his tombstone, it might just say Junior Stillman on it, because that's who we knew him by. And anyway, I don't know what they were. They got away from the rest of the family, it seems like. I never saw them except for a graveyard working around any of the rest of their family. We went over and visited with them, and I learned marvelous things from Junior. I watched him slaughter a hog head to toe, and watched him process it. And, that's where I started. I learned some of my, I guess, woodsman-y things, and whatnot. And it was just a neat place. Margie was a sweet lady. She wasn't a big fan of refrigeration, and my grandmother didn't really want me eating her food always, but we loved them. I remember the thing that kind of mortified everybody was that she had a jar of Miracle Whip out on the counter always, but really, that stuff's so caustic. I think it was fine, and it didn't kill them anyway. But we were not to eat Margie's dressing at the cemetery working. But she was a really, really sweet lady, and seemed to really care about me quite a bit. And they loved my mama and papa, and that was so we spent a lot of time there. Kai, who I think is there, maybe petting the dog, was one of the folk in the county I guess he was autistic, maybe. We didn't have those terms back then, but he didn't really talk much, and spent most of his time with animals, and was a nice, quiet man. And unfortunately, Kai, I think he was in Sparkman, he passed away, and people didn't find him for a while. Why? Because this was it. This was the end of their family. I'm the end of my family too, so I don't know, maybe somebody will find me one day with the cats chewing on me, but that's okay with me. It's sometimes better than the alternative, but this was a wonderful, they were a neat family. They were just, salt of the earth, good people, and obviously love their animals. I miss you guys.